Good morning, Ambazonia. Today, na Wednesday, number 2 day for the month of June 2021. This one na my daily podcast for now. Fellow Southern Cameroonians, good citizens of Ambazonia, good morning. Once again, we go start today with a successful commemoration of the day where the Biafran people they be declared their independence for May 30th, 1967. Biafrans all across the world celebrated this day exceptionally by rallying across city centers in front of the British Embassy and Nigerian Embassy to call for the return and another declaration of Biafran independence following the continuous slaughtering of the Biafran people by Fulani herdsmen supported and sponsored by the Nigerian government. While back in Biafra land, it was a wonderful, successful ghost town that was declared by the leader of the indigenous Biafran people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
This is Chima Avenue, one of the busiest roads in Enugu.
The entire eastern region of Nigeria, which is the Biafran land, was ghosted as people stayed at home to observe a ghost town, where it had been one of the hallmark of the Ambazonian struggle. The Ambazonian Governing Council and the Ambazonian Defense Forces salute Nnamdi Kanu and the Eastern Security Network for representing the interests of the Biafran people for their independence, while for the great state of Ndonga Mantung, precisely for Ndu, La République du Cameroon, they ran launch a raid for the killing 6 civilians without any encounter with Ambazonian forces. 2 of the elderly citizens, old people for over 80 years old, with them kill them, now brothers of the same family. The people them for Ndu, they cry uncontrollably.
Now for La République, so they can't kill Syria and them. Now for Louvre, now for La République, so they can't kiss it and them. When I see all mommy they cry, so much I know.
This incident took place on Sunday, the 30th of May 2021.
They die for it. They're shooting at a brother. Now, pardon, so they're shooting at a brother. You know, I see them today with the injury and for hospital. When I open La République.
6 other civilians are seriously wounded, are in the hospital taking treatment following a raid by the Cameroon military. Also, in the great state of Bui, in Ikuru village, Ako district, 4 innocent civilians were shot dead by La République du Cameroon military on their way to farm. While yesterday, in the capital city of the Savannah state in Bamenda, 2 young boys were also killed during a drive-by shooting by La République du Cameroon military. Now, in Amba to Amba, calm have returned to Gozang since a unit of the Ambazonia Defense Forces joined their brothers in Gozang in an operation where an entire unit of the TTA were arrested. This one now the second of such operation where the Ambazonia Defense Forces they don't carry them out for inside Gozang. The Ambazonia Defense Forces be done talk say all forces with them be loyal to commando, make them move enter for inside Nombeng. Our forces and our sister forces are in total control of the other 19 villages inside Mogamo land for the great state of Momo. Just like the first operation, the forces them where them be loyal under commando were arrested temporarily to make sure they can clarify to us that they will not be a threat, because commando and his representatives them they don't declare war for ADF for kill our soldiers them any place where they meet up them. It be very important make any force we dey out of numbing may clarify a position as we no go tolerate any internal threat. This particular unit we then dey under commando, they be done lay siege for ambush Ambazonia defense forces them where they pass from state line to other states. It will be inevitable, say they will be arrested and for be reassured. Those soldiers that are already be released, just like the previous one, they will be arrest them after they then clarify and assure us, say they no go turn their gun against our forces. The Ambazonian Defense Forces, they will get zero tolerance to anybody who pose a threat, who make a threat, or where they under people them, where they make a threat with us. They will need to clarify with us on the ground that they will pose no threat on our soldiers and will not act as a blockade to prevent us from navigating across our homeland, especially as the takeover approach. While still for Amba to Amba, Chris Anu, the frontline communicator of Sako Ikome, Idamsi come online live, the talk say meet them kill all Ambazonian fighter them, their general them, within they for the great state of Mezam.
How can they be neutral as to what?
Some of these people who are working with the coordination on the ground, the fighters, they said they are not for interim government or not for this.
Okay, the ANF and what other names they give themselves? This struggle, they came out launching attacks at you, insinuating that you are asking those soldiers to be killed. What is wrong killing them? If I had my way and I carry a gun, I find them, I will shoot them myself.
Yeah, Unadan hear very well. That is Chris Anu saying if he get away, he go kill all the 6 general them for instance Mezam, where the ran Johnny Giawan, the chief of staff of that their group, he don't declare them, say me then kill them. They even give a word for people where they go kill them. Make no mistake, kidnapping for ransom is a big issue in Bamenda, and these particular forces that have been named are the forces where they do everything, risking their life for fight against kidnapping for ransom. We will they actually fight the kidnapping for ransom, would then put out the name of those people the way they do the kidnapping. These are people linked to Chris Anu. We have given their phone numbers. Their own members in their organization have confessed involving in this kidnapping for ransom. We cannot allow these infiltrators and traitors to use and hide behind kidnappings for ransom to fight against Ambazonian struggle. These are the worst kidnappers, the worst war criminals in Ambazonia. They have destroyed the structure in the Atlantic state. We have revived it from a Kondo Titi, Ndian, to the mountain lions. We have encouraged and revived our people to stand back to fight for independence despite their work. It will not work in the Savannah state, just as they have failed in the Atlantic state. Remember, these are the people that orchestrated the killings in schools in Kumba, the killing of our woman, Madame Comfort, who was beheaded in Kumba, in Moyoka. Just to remind you who these people are. Remember, they have claimed to be in control of Bamenda. Let them come and tell our people who their forces are in Mezam. Let them call the name of their generals. These are the real kidnappers. To remind you of who these people are, let me play the audio of Charger, their named commander in Moyoka, who beheaded Comfort, the innocent girl whose brother had been arrested by La République du Cameroon because they wanted to sabotage an international effort by the Ambazonian Governing Council. Listen, this is an interview with Charger, the commander under Chris Anu, who killed Comfort and beheaded her for no just reason. Listen.
Person brutally, like which way your boys and do and why? I'm not doing my boy as well. Now you do them. Okay, tell me why, Charger. Black leg. Now black leg. Yes. Okay, what did that girl do? I'm not saying you. I hear you when I ask you, say they don't want you. What did that girl do? Tell me. Because people army barrack before we army them. And I found out the sleep with them. Even after they actually they come on our barrack.
So una the year. Then kill Comfort because he sleep with army man. Just that is just the reason. Remember, Sagat, not Sagat, he was in Mountain Lions. The Gabonese who have been kicked out of Mountain Lions. He was the one who instructed this guy to carry out the execution, irrespective of the fact. Say investigation was still going on to establish whether this girl was a blackleg or not, because they needed it to be done. These are the people that Iringwa instructed to kill the Bible translator in Batibo. These people are those who call for the execution of 23 of our best fighters in Bui. They were buried alive. They want to hide behind the reason of kidnapping for ransom to call for the assassination of Ambazonian fighters. They don't do everything possible to stop this war in favor of a deal in Switzerland, which does not address the root causes of the war with La République du Cameroon. They don't finish set up Seseko, made them catch and put him for prison. They call for a assassination, call for a death. These are not people fighting for Ambazonia. Anyone who don't be lured for listen for them or for follow them, you are working for the enemy, because that is who they are. Their objective, their actions, in deeds and in word, are all in support of La République, are all to turn our struggle upside down so that we will lose and surrender. It will not happen. We are wiser than that. Our people can make the distinction. We call on all forces on the ground to collaborate with each other against a common enemy, La République du Cameroon. We call on all commanders to take primary responsibility of all the forces that are placed under them or that have been recruited by them to make sure none of our soldiers become a problem to our communities. We call on all forces across the board to live at least at the minimum of the code of conduct of the Ambazonia Defense Forces that respects and protect the right of our people, which ultimately will protect their interests for this war of our independence, our liberation. We must focus in these last days because a lot of things, a lot of moving parts are going on. The Cameroon government that occupies our territory will soon be facing their fate as Mr. Paul Biya Bivondo will give way to his son that will continue the monarchy that have been set up in that country by Charles de Gaulle and being implemented by Emmanuel Macron as they have been doing across Africa. We cannot be a part of that system, neither can we associate or cohabit with people of that caliber that are bent to see us like cockroaches, good only to be killed. We must fight as this war and our life depends solely on our liberation. There is no time to waste. Invest in our liberation. Our people should collaborate with their defense forces, should obey the ghost town, which is sacrosanct. As they say, the revolution shall not be televised. Be sure the international communities are getting the signals. The tides have changed. We have solved the armored car and we are moving into a new phase of machine gun to clean up the remnants that will be left of these terrorist Cameroon forces that roam around our villages looking for who to kill. The time is near. Collaborate on the ground and aid and assist the liberation movement by funding from the diaspora. God bless you.